Hi, welcome to Harisystems. In this session, we will learn how to get IoT operating system on Raspberry Pi. It's a completely open source operating system, Ubuntu. That's the names you are identifying here. Ubuntu for Raspberry Pi. We'll see now the step-by-step installation procedure and how to boot and enable the operating system to log in. Till now will help you and guide you this session. Let's start the session. Get Ubuntu for IoT. The Ubuntu is a platform is providing operating system for Ubuntu Raspberry Pi. Get the power, ease and flexibility of Ubuntu for Raspberry Pi 2 and or 3. Get started with the Ubuntu server image for familiar development environment. We can use this operating system on Raspberry Pi to connect and interact with the IoT devices as well. This particular device we can also run as a mini computer system. To click here, install on Raspberry Pi 2 or 3, to the page will redirect you to here, that ubuntu.com/download/iot/raspberry-pi-2-3. Install Ubuntu on a Raspberry Pi 2 or 3. Install Ubuntu server. We will walk you through the steps. The first step, we need to get the image from the server and flashing Ubuntu server on your Raspberry Pi 2 or 3 for a particular memory SD card, and you will have a fully flagged development production environment. It's ready. Now see the minimum requirements. What are requirements? A Raspberry Pi 2 or 3, the device which is required to install for an operating system. See here in this picture, you are identifying that this is the Raspberry Pi device. It's having HDMI port, power and LAN port, USB ports to connect the USB, Wi-Fi dongle or keyboard, mouse, whichever is required to connect the USB. The HDMI device is connected to see an output in a monitor to control or operate something. This is in a power, the voltage of the device, which is we need to require to socket to the arrange in a power. And here, that's all about. These are the pins to interacting with GPIO pins, we can call it as, and these pins to interacting with like sensors and lights, buzzers, switches. Many are the more operations will be entertained by using these pins. We'll see on upcoming sessions. Definitely we will do for you some sessions to give a best resolutions and help for Raspberry Pi projects for the students as well as corporate services. Now see here, the minimum requirements is a Raspberry Pi 2 or 3 device, a micro SD card. It's require minimum 8 GB of micro SD card. The operating system will occupy around 3 to 4 GB of the space, and you need to run any of the application or any of the like the Python program or something. You need to store on micro SD card. To have some space, you can minimum choose 8 GB of the SD card. And an Ubuntu server image, you can download the Ubuntu server image from this site directly by clicking the download. And a monitor with an HDMI interface. The Raspberry Pi is having HDMI interface port only. An HDMI cable to connect it from the Raspberry Pi device to the monitor. A USB keyboard where we need to operate something to the operating system. The USB keyboard is required, and similarly we require an the mouse if you are using X Windows. Now see here the steps. The installation instructions keenly explained over here. See here, download the Ubuntu server, get the correct Ubuntu server image of your board, whether you identify that whether you are using Raspberry Pi 2 or Raspberry Pi 3. Here appropriately you need to select that particular link to get the image from the direct server. See here, by clicking this you will avail that particular image of the operating system. You can verify the integrity of the file using SHA or SHA-256-sum.gpg files by clicking this and follow the instructions over here. And flash the micro SD card. Copy the Ubuntu image on the micro SD card by following the instructions of the media instructions. By copying, by copying of the Ubuntu image from the system to micro SD card, there is a process we need to follow. Flashing, what it will do, like we are installing an operating system into a computer system like hard disk, the image will flash like the installation on micro SD card. We will see how the step by step. Once we'll back to here, installation Ubuntu server, continuation of the parts. We'll see now here, creating an installation media for Ubuntu. These steps will take you through creating bootable USB Ubuntu image SD card or USB flash drive. The warning, they are saying that you also strongly remember this. Once you are connecting to imaging either SD card or USB card or any other USB related cards or devices, the warning, this will erase any existing content on the removable drive what you are connecting to flashing the operating system. It will format the drive and it will install like flashing that particular image into this particular connected SD card or USB card. Now see, 3 instructions, Ubuntu, Windows and Mac OS instructions are available. We'll go through the step by steps here. First we'll see Ubuntu. Downloading, we know we are observed that download, insert your SD card or flash drive to connect the system, and identify and address typing the disk, applications and device line. See here, format your device like the following these instructions, and unmount the right click of the icon of the launch bar, eject the file, a square icon of the disk applications, open a terminal, Ctrl T, copy the image to your removable drive. If Ubuntu image file is downloaded ends with the .xz file extension, to run the following command to write on a flash, else run sudo. This is the command you need to execute on terminal mode. To run the sync command to finalize the process, and you can now eject the removable drive and you are ready to run and boot with the Ubuntu with Raspberry Pi. And now we have a look into that Windows. Download the image is the same step, and after downloaded the image you need to unzip by using 7-zip software on Windows. Insert your SD card or flash drive and download the manager of installation Win32 disk manager. By clicking this appropriate link you will have that particular software and launch it. Find out your removable drive mounted by opening the file explorer in Windows, and you identify that which part of drive, SD card or removable drive, whether it may be SD card or removable drive or any of the name you have specified with that particular device, like so it will displace, and choose appropriate device and you flash on that. See here, the 6th point says that there is the image and you have to browse the image where the server, that operating system server image is downloaded, and you specify here, and a device location past SD card. Select the device and which SD card is mounted on your system, and click right here and process to complete. Now you can eject the thing what is required to connect the Raspberry Pi and start the Raspberry Pi. I will tell you. On Mac OS is the same steps will follow, so you need to, whereas a terminal window you need to do such a things. Disk utility list, In the result, identify the removable device where it is addressing. Probably look like an entry of the below. It's showing here. And now you need to unmount the SD card with the following command. When successful, you should see the message of the this one, unmount all. See here, they are suggesting 8 GB. This is the thing. And now you can copy the image into the SD card using following command. This one. This is where the software is downloaded from the site. And when finishing, you will see the result like this. Now you can eject the removable drive and you are ready to install Ubuntu on your device. See here, these are the steps we know that how to flashing an Ubuntu operating system into an USB disk or that micro SD card. Now we are ready to, with respect to operating systems we have discussed till now. Now we'll go to the next step. See here, attach the monitor and keyboard to the board. You can alternatively use a serial cable if required. Insert the micro SD card, plug the power of the adapter into the board. Now when prompted you need to switch on the power of the board. Automatically it will take from the flash and it will run the operating system. When it will prompts, you can use as an Ubuntu as a username and the password. You will be asked to change the default password after you log in first time. You change appropriately as required password, and strongly remember that you need to remember it. And first boot tips they are also providing here. You can install a desktop if you like. Here are some popular ones. If you want to see like on a desktop Windows, the screen and icon of the GUI of the operating system, you can enter sudo apt-get install xubuntu-desktop, sudo apt-get install lubuntu-desktop, like so install kubuntu desktop. For more details about Raspberry Pi specific packages including this images and further customizations such as accelerated video drivers and optional packages, repositories, you can also refer to the Raspberry Pi wiki. This is the link you are identifying here, and go there and you find out many of the provisions and options regarding Raspberry Pi. And we are also working on to the Raspberry Pi projects of the mini projects where we can identify the project. Definitely we will get back to you by through YouTube video sessions or Harisystems. There is a website is available. We will post there as an intervention that requirement of the projects, of the basics, approaches, how to run and all. We're mostly focusing on Python language by using the Raspberry Pi projects. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, share and comment any of your views, and comment also let us know what are the views of the video sessions you would like to know from us. Thank you for watching this. Thank you.